A hill that I will die on is that the best use that software companies have with AI is to build automations for their customer support. So they don't have to answer all of these questions from customers about how can I do this with your software? Where can I find this feature? How does this work? I think I just broke this here. How can I fix this? Or from your leads about I have some issues with this. How's this going? Can you tell me a bit more about this? Or from staff, from okay, where do I find this feature? Do we want to change this? What is up? I think for software companies, the single best investment they can make with AI is for customer support. And when I tell that to people, I get a reasonable response, which is, yeah, but AI, I don't trust AI. It's not good enough. And this really comes down to how good the knowledge base is that you build with AI. It's like the education that you give to a child to make it grow up and become smart. And if you want to make the AI smart, you have to make its education smart. And the education for the AI is the knowledge base. So today I will show you how to build the basically perfect knowledge base to force your AI to answer perfectly so that you can finally automate your customer support in your software business. Okay, so here's how we build perfect knowledge bases. The first thing I like to do whenever I build a knowledge base is to imagine that the AI is a stupid person. For example, take a 10-year-old. Imagine that you want to give all of the information you have and you're about to give into this knowledge base to a 10-year-old, and this 10-year-old is then supposed to do whatever the AI is going to do. In our example here, and for what I'm best at, this is customer support. So imagine this 10-year-old is supposed to be your highest paid, best ever customer support rep, working all around the clock, answering immediately, like best there is you could ever imagine, top notch. And this 10-year-old is supposed to be this person. And the only influence you can give is the knowledge you give him. Of course, with AI, this is a little bit different because you can still prompt it. But this is not part of this video. This video is only for the structure of the knowledge and how to build this knowledge base perfectly with your existing resources like websites and PDFs and stuff. So imagine you want to give all of this to a 10-year-old, and you have to make this information perfect for this 10-year-old to understand and then to give to whoever is asking the question. So then ask yourself, how would you structure this knowledge? You probably would make it really easy to understand, really well structured, like put in different categories, no special words that need explanation, or at least very good explanations whenever a special word comes up. Then we have to be aware of the data we have. This can be websites we have, this can be our PDFs, this can be a documentation if you are a software business, which I hope, because this channel is only for software businesses. You can have any social medias that you regularly upload along, like LinkedIn, like Instagram, like YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Then interviews, blogs. If you have been on any interviews or you've been featured in any blogs or any of your employees have, and they were talking about you, your product, your business, then you want to go and search for that. Then the own knowledge that you have and that your employees have about your business, about how things are working, about the customer, how the best customer behaves, how he works, your sales teams, what are the biggest pain points, all of that. I would advise you, if you want to do this perfectly, ask them to write all of this down. What are the biggest pain points of our customers, and what are the most asked questions in sales calls? What are the biggest concerns? What situation are best paying customers in? All of this from sales reps, from customer support reps, from you, from whoever, from the data you see on your software. Like, this is the most used feature. Here's the conversion rate this high. Here's the conversion rate this high. All of this you have. Write this down and save it somewhere along with all of the other parts on this list, because we want to give as much information to our little 10-year-old as possible, because he should be able to answer any question that he's asked. Our customers might have different pain points. The one might struggle with getting leads. The other might struggle with like no-shows or closing the sale, if we have a software that supports these sales cycles. So I have different pain points. Maybe they are on different levels. So one is struggling to get enough appointments because he's alone in his basement, and he like only sends out 20 messages a month, and the other is an enterprise business struggling to get enough leads, but they're sending 2,000 messages an hour. So those are different levels. As well, different levels of awareness, as I've written down here. This means that they might, at one level, they might not even be aware of the problem they have. Then they might be aware of the problem, but not of the solution. Then they might be aware of the solution and even of your business. And then they might be aware of the solution, the product, the business, and you and yourself. And they basically just, because they are customers already. So these are all different levels of awareness that you want to write down, and what the customers of each or what the prospect in each step looks like. Then you might have different payment plans. So you might have one free version, one pro version, one starter version, one enterprise version, whatever. All of this, be like, if you have different products, different CAs, different avatars, different pain points, different levels of awareness, different payment plans, write down each of them you have, and then ascribe them to all of what we have here. Like, let's say we have multiple PDFs with tons of information in them, and one PDF features one product and two of the CTAs we have for just one avatar. And ideally, wherever you are saving all of this, or wherever you're collecting the websites, the PDFs and stuff that we are going to put into our documentation in the moment, I'm going to show you all of this practically as well, how to do all of this, but we just have to be aware of the theory and collect all of the things we have. So wherever you're saving all of the links, all of the PDFs and stuff, next to that, write which products they're for, which CDAs they're for, and which different levels of awareness they're for, and whatever else you're seeing here, so that you have a clear overview of the information that is provided inside there, and that our 10-year-old, aka our AI, then will be able to see what's in there as well, and be able to better differentiate that. A bonus is about the knowledge inside of the websites or the PDFs itself. So you want the language that is used inside of your websites and PDF ideally to be 3rd grade, no higher than 5th grade, extremely easy to understand. Any special words you have in there, so any words that only you could understand, and because you are really deep inside of your business, explain them. Yeah, it's no problem if you use the word, but then explain the word really clearly, like a 3rd grader would understand. And then as well, have paragraphs, so that when anyone is reading through that, including an AI, they know, okay, here the thought ends, and then it starts a new one. So paragraphs, really good. Then structure as well. So if you have this already clearly listed into different topics. So first off, we're inside of this PDF, it is all about our documentation. And first off, we go about the dashboard. Then we go about option 1. Then we go about option 2. Like, really clearly structured, step by step, going through that inside of all of the knowledge you have. Huge extra bonus, because it is just easier for our 10-year-old, aka the AI, to read through this and to know, okay, this information is for this payment plan, or for this feature in the software. So now that we have all of that, wherever you have saved this, we want to go into the platform we use to build our chatbots. For me, that's VoiceFlow, because I think VoiceFlow is cool. I'm a certified expert here, but you can as well choose BotPress or any of the other ones. Wherever you are, though, you will have the option to add different data sources into your AI. So for example, in VoiceFlow right here, we have the workflow where we can test everything. And then on the side here is Knowledgebase, and we can just click here, and then we have different data sources. Okay, cool. Now in here, we have different options. We can put URLs, we can put a sitemap. Well, a sitemap, I will explain what this is in a moment. And we can upload our files, or we have plain text, or we can connect to Zendesk, but this is not important right now. Plain text. If we choose this, then we can enter plain text here. And we will use this to make predetermined call to actions, for example, right? So for my business, I would have the call to action to go ahead to go to my funnel and book a link with me, so that I can be on a sales call closing the prospect. So for example, I would tell them here that so when a user is interested in my AI system, send them to my funnel, and then I would do this and put in the link to my funnel here, right? So we tell them, if this happens, if someone is interested in my AI system in XYZ product, then give this link. And we can go so on. If someone has a question about this, or if here's the documentation. This is this, and you want to use this import text for CTAs when you actually want the chatbot to give a link or give a certain information, and you tell them, if this happens, then send this, or then do this. So send this link if someone wants to schedule a call, send this link if someone has a question, send this link if someone wants to read exactly about XYZ. This is really good for using this as well. Instagram, so just write company Instagram and then the link, personal Instagram, then the link, personal YouTube, company YouTube. All of this in here as well, very cool, is that VoiceFlow has this LLM chunking strategy. So if we would have a lot of information in here, or if we are to upload a document, which we are in the moment, then we can say we want to do smart chunking, so put it into different chunks. To FAQ optimization or add topic headers. This is so in here he's basically doing what I already told you in this little presentation I made to structure all of this knowledge better. We can do both actually if you have this option. If you do it in VoiceFlow and you've already structured all of this, then you can do like smart chunking and add topic headers are my favorites as well in here, because like it doesn't hurt if you do it twice. That's what I wanted to say. But yeah, you can use this. This is very cool. Then as well, we can put this into different folders. So if we have different topics, then we can put this into different folders. Like for example, I'm working with a company called Iterasoft, and they sell PM2 software, which is a software product for different avatars. And so I made in here different folders for all of these different software packages. So it's easier for the AI to navigate. Okay, this is for this, and here I can find this. Here's a question about the product that is for craftsmanship, so I'm going to go here. So this is really cool. Create folders for different products you have, for different avatars. This is for the document. If you have multiple links to the documentation, all of this. And then metadata, something that is as well really cool in VoiceFlow. We can give this the tags that we have given it here, or that we chose to do in here. So for example, we can do product, and then we ascribe to this product 1, because this explains something we have in product 1 and in product 2, for example. And then we can do avatar, and we can do avatar. Of course, you want to write out the product, right? Like product AI system and like chatbot or anything. And then avatar, this is for the avatar software owner or IT CEO, for example. And you want to go on with all of the things that we said here, different levels of awareness and so on. You can ascribe metadata / tags to this, and you want to do this because this is really, really cool for helping you structure this. Okay, so that's it with the plain text. We as well want to do this with uploaded files. Be aware that in whatever platform you use, in VoiceFlow, for example, here, this can only do 10 megabytes max. So you might want to Google for some software to split up larger documents. Like if you have 12 gigabytes of just a PDF that is your documentation. I have seen that actually. Then you can do, like Adobe has one, I believe. You can just Google for like splitting up PDFs, and then you have to split it up into 10 megabyte chunks that you can then upload in here. That is a lot of bone work. Not really the funniest part of your day, but it is absolutely worth it. And then here as well, if you have really long documents, I suggest you do some of these, read through them, see what they do. And so for example, smart chunking and topic headers, as I said, are my favorites. I use them all of the time. Here folders really come more into play. If you have a line of PDFs for the documentation for one product, then you have a line of PDFs for documentation for a second product. Different folders, absolutely huge. And then as well, metadata. So for like interest, because I have uploaded the documentation, let's say, and this is then for the interest learning the software. And this is for avatar. I have put the documentation, and the avatar is, let's say, a restaurant owner, right? And so you would go on as well with all of these tags from all of these different categories we chose here that your business serves. Okay, and then sitemap URL. This is really interesting. This is if you have a website, like for example, let's, I'm going to pick a client's website here. If we put in their website here, and then we write after sitemap.xml, then it will pull all of the links that are visible on the site in here, and we can just export all of these links immediately. So this is if we were to click around here. Then all of these different links, all of these different singular pages will be trained in here, which is really, really cool. This is far better than doing than choosing the URL option above, like this one here. So always go for sitemap. As well, if we want to choose even more, then we can go to Perplexity AI. I have the Pro version here. For this step in the process, we need the Pro version if you want to do this. And you can just say, and you can basically just tell him to scrape every link that is on this website and return these links to you, and only these links, like to search through all of the links on the site, all of the links on the pages, all of the links on the sub pages. Like if we would click 10 layers deep into this and there would be still links, get all of these links and return them back. I can show you an example of this here, like this right here. I provided the website and then it gave me all of the links, and I told him to cut out the fluff and only give me the URLs, and then it returned with all of the different URLs here for me. And I could just copy them out and put them into, for that you need the URL feature, put them into here, and it trains it on all of these different URLs. And as well, put in the metadata, put in the LLM checking strategy, and so what. And refresh rate, you can do with each of them, you can do a refresh rate. So with URLs and sitemap, you can do refresh rate. This means the frequency in which the chatbot will retrain itself on your data. This depends on how often or how frequently you update your data. So most of the software businesses I work with, about once a week they do an update on their documentation about what's new, what bugs have been fixed, and so on. So I always put this to weekly or to daily. I like to put it to daily because this means they only have to wait 24 hours after they have done an update to for the chatbot to be able to register it. And once we've done all of this, and we wait, then the chatbot is ready trained. The meaty part of this, the thing that takes the most amount of time, is really searching through all of your data and then giving it different tags, what information is provided in the data and for which of these things it is relevant. So like, right, this is relevant for this is relevant for this avatar, this is relevant for this level of awareness, and so on. Then you can train all of this in here with the metadata that you will have written, that you will have collected as well. One extra tip I'm going to give you here, I said in this video I'm not going to go in deep into prompting because this is a topic for a whole nother video, and this video was long enough. You can go to wherever you have this in Knowledgebase. It is here, this thing. Somewhere you will be able to choose the model who's going to search through all of this, and you will always want to pick the latest GPT one, so GPT-5. I think this is the best model here, like nothing comes close. For conversations and stuff, yeah, Claude is good, but to really search through information and returning the best, the good information, returning the relevant information, GPT-5 is the like undisputed GOAT of this. Tokens, I'm not going to explain this one. This will be for a prompting video, but reasoning effort as well. Chunk. Okay, this was a really long video. The recording alone is above 30 minutes now. After this, you should be able to build the perfect knowledge base. There is like everything I know from 3 years of building chatbots straight is in here. I hope you found this valuable. I hope you are able to build really, really good knowledge bases now. It's gonna show on the results of your chatbot, whatever you have. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video actually and you would like to see more of these tutorials, then you can subscribe to the channel because I will upload them frequently now. And yeah, go ahead and watch this video right now. I think you will like it. And goodbye. See you over there.